to aid getting our minds into a process of reflection, we've got a number of readings which are going to be presented by 4 of our volunteers, 2 of whom are also trustees of the Friends of Highgate Cemetery Trust. And I'm going to leave them to introduce themselves and their pieces individually, but just so you know, we've got Sarah Laurie, John Waite, Penny Linnett and Neil Hollows.
Hi.
Thanks very much.
I'm Sarah Laurie. I shall be reading 2 poems by Christina Rossetti. Very appropriate. She needs no introduction. These words speak for themselves. Remember. Remember me when I am gone away, gone far away into the silent land, when you could no more hold me by the hand, nor I half turn to go, yet turning stay. Remember me when no more, day by day, you tell me of our future that you planned. Only remember me. You understand it will be late to counsel then or pray. Yet if you should forget me for a while and afterwards remember, do not grieve. For if the darkness and corruption leave a vestige of the thoughts that once I had, better by far that you should forget and smile than that you should remember and be sad. I wish I could remember that first day, first hour, first moment of your meeting me. If bright or dim the season, it might be summer or winter for aught I can say. So unrecorded did it slip away. So blind was I to see and to foresee, so dull to mark the budding of my tree that would not blossom yet for many a May. If only I could recollect it, such a day of days. I let it come and go as traceless as a thaw of bygone snow. It seemed to mean so little, meant so much. If only now I could recall that touch, first touch of hand in hand. Did one but know?
Hello, I'm John Waite. I'm a grave owner here and a trustee. My first poem is by the American poet E. Cummings. If you know anything about Cummings, you'll think perhaps it's strange, because he's noted, if anything, for being, well, fun and lively, a bit off the wall, quixotic, I think. But he did have a more serious side, and this is an example. I carry your heart with me. I carry your heart with me. I carry it in my heart. I am never without it anywhere. Anywhere I go, you go, my dear, and whatever is done by only me is your doing, my darling. I fear no fate, for you are my fate, my sweet. I want no world, for beautiful, you are my world, my true. And it's you are whatever a moon has always meant, and whatever a sun will always sing is you. Here is the deepest secret nobody knows. Here is the root of the root, and the bud of the bud, and the sky of the sky, of a tree called life, which grows higher than soul can hope or mind can hide. This is the wonder that's keeping the stars apart. I carry your heart. I carry it in my heart. And when I was an undergraduate reading English, I was very lucky to be lectured on the poetry of W.H. Auden by W.H. Auden. And I can confirm that he did indeed have a face that looked like a wedding cake left out in the rain. This, of course, is his most famous poem of remembrance. And it is now one of the most famous poems of remembrance. Stop all the clocks. Stop all the clocks, cut off the telephone, prevent the dog from barking for the juicy bone, silence the pianos, and with muffled drum, bring out the coffin, let the mourners come. Let aeroplanes circle moaning overhead, scribbling on the sky the message, he is dead. Put crape bows round the white necks of the public doves. Let the traffic policemen wear black cotton gloves. He was my north, my south, my east and west, my working week and my Sunday rest, my noon, my midnight, my talk, my song. I thought that love would last forever. I was wrong. The stars are not wanted now. Put out everyone. Pack up the moon and dismantle the sun. Pour away the ocean and sweep up the wood, for nothing now can ever come to any good.
As a child, I spent a lot of time growing up in the Lake District, and my mother was a painter, and my father was a botanist, and so I particularly love the imagery in this poem by Wordsworth, which seems to bring all those strands together. What though the radiance that was once so bright be now forever taken from my sight? Though nothing can bring back the hour of splendour in the grass, of glory in the flower, we will grieve not, rather find strength in what remains behind, in the primal sympathy which having been must ever be, in the soothing thoughts that spring out of human suffering, in the faith that looks through death, in years that bring the philosophic mind. And O ye fountains, meadows, hills and groves, forebode not any severing of our loves, yet in my heart of hearts I feel your might. I have only relinquished one delight, to live beneath your more habitual sway. I love the brooks which down their channels fret, even more than when I trip lightly as they. The innocent brightness of a newborn day is lovely yet. The clouds that gather round the setting sun do take a sobering colour from an eye that hath kept watch o'er man's mortality. Another race hath been, and other palms are won. Thanks to the human heart by which we live, thanks to its tenderness, its joys and fears. To me, the meanest flower that blows can give thoughts that do often lie too deep for tears.
I'm Neil Hollows, and I'm a volunteer here, tour guide, and also in my work I am a funeral arranger for cooperative funeral care. So I do get asked in my job for suitable poems for funerals, and although I only chose one of these three are the ones that I get asked for a lot, or I recommend them. The first one is Miss Me But Let Me Go. When I come to the end of the road and the sun has set for me, I want no rights in a gloom-filled room. Why cry for a soul set free? Miss me a little, but not for long, and not with your head bowed low. Remember the love that once we shared. Miss me, but let me go. For this is a journey we all must take, and each must go alone. It's all a part of the master plan, a step on the road to home. When you are lonely and sick at heart, go to the friends we know. Laugh at the things we used to do. Miss me, but let me go. And the other one is The Clock of Life. The clock of life is wound but once, and no man has the power to tell just when the hands will stop, at late or early hour. To lose one's wealth is sad indeed, to lose one's health is more. To lose one's soul is such a loss that no man can restore. The present only is our own, so live, love, toil with a will. Place no faith in tomorrow, for the clock may then be still. And one of my great favourites is this one, which was written by the late Joyce Grenfell. If I should die before the rest of you, break not a flower nor inscribe a stone, nor when I'm gone speak in a Sunday voice, but be the usual selves that I have known. Weep if you must, parting is hell, but life goes on, so sing as well.
Well, thanks very much for those provoking readings. I'd like to finish with a little paragraph written by Thomas Miller in the Illustrated London News of 1849, because I don't think I can read poetry like the others have done. So I'm going to read a little bit of prose, but it's on the subject of visiting cemeteries, which is what we're doing tonight. In the cemetery we walk through a land lettered with living affections and strewn over with tokens of existing love. Our sympathies are divided between the mourned and the mourners. Our sorrow is not alone for the dead. The flowers at our feet remind us that there are those behind us somewhere who come here now and then to weep. To us there is no feeling of loneliness while wandering through a beautiful cemetery. The dead seem to belong to us. They are our company. They live again in our thoughts. And I think that's what tonight is